Down the hall, that way. Second door on the left.
Thank you.
Come in. George?
Here I am, back in the house McCabe built.
You look great.
Ryan, this is Dr. Westfall. He and I were best friends while we were growing up.
Hi, pal.
Don't worry, Donald. Ryan's been feeling lousy the last couple of weeks. Coughing, peeing, out of sorts.
Yeah, I know. I talked briefly with your doctor. Let's have a look at you, pal. Feeling a little punk, are we?
Yeah, a little.
Open your mouth, will you? You thirsty all the time? Okay, well, let's check you in and do some tests, all right? Don't worry, George.
Have a seat. Somebody will be down to get you. Eventually.
Why don't you just put that speech on tape?
What are you up to, anyway?
5'9", 170.
This the kind of material you were doing before you got shot?
Drug center rehabbed your sense of humor, too.
Off the dope, back to the old Julie McPhail. I thought you were getting patient histories. This looks like a college transcript. Tulane?
Can you keep a secret?
No.
I'll tell you anyway. I'm changing a grade. I got an incomplete in Kilroy's English class.
You've been out of school for 10 years. You've got a medical degree. What the hell's the difference?
Well, ever since my near demise, I've been tying up some loose ends, and the occasional nurse. You know, this scarlet eye has been gnawing at my craw for the last few years. Not anymore.
Excuse me.
What can I do for you?
I'm a neighbor.
I'm in management.
Could you tell Dr. Morrison I'm here? Mrs. Tillman. Melissa Tillman.
Would you page Dr. Morrison to admitting? Please.
Hello.
Hi. Oh, I think I better sit down.
Get her upstairs stat and be sure she's well taken care of.
Why? What's it to you?
That woman's having my baby.
Okay, hop out. There you go. These are yours. Put them on. Do you want some help? No. Okay, I'll be back in a while to take some blood.
From your neck.
A little old. But I'd do that.
I'll do that in a second.
Bring any comics?
No.
Useless.
Any hot-looking sisters gonna be visiting?
All mine are ugly.
Shame. What's wrong with you?
Don't know.
Did, something in my arm. You're slicing Marcus open tomorrow. Heart surgery. Imagine that. Some Dak touching your bare heart.
What's wrong with you?
Shh. He's a murderer.
Great. These pajamas have holes in them.
Call the nurse.
How?
Push that button over there.
Here's the code. All right. Who's the wise guy?
Him.
Ehrlich is supposed to assist me on a valve replacement in 20 minutes. Have you seen him?
He called earlier today, this morning, in fact, and said he had to go out of town unexpectedly.
With a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home.
Daniel, I have been thinking about the hospital being sold.
Don't know why, but these old nursery rhymes have been running through my head all morning.
Now that Boston General has passed,
Knick-knack, paddywhack. What were the poems intended to mean?
instead of waiting for the city to palm us off on God knows who, we should be actively looking for a buyer that we can live with.
Well, I agree. Some group with a large cash flow, rooted in humanitarian goals. An organization that has withstood crusades, reformations, inquisitions.
Yes, well, while you're talking to the Elks Club, I want to pursue my own angle.
Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one, the mouse ran down. Why?
Maybe he got tired of talking to you.
With a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone.
Square root of 64 minus the square of 2 plus 6 divided by 2. And the angle of the dangle is 5. I hate homework.
Took a lot of blood.
Yeah, with local vampires, they take it from everyone. And what's your name?
Brian.
Elvis. Someone freaked over Elvis Presley. I don't mind being named after him because I hear before he was a fat greaser, he got lots of women.
Elvis? I'm Dr. Novino. Here to take you down for your bone scan.
Wow.
Into the wheelchair.
You got ravishing eyes. Great starting. Dork.
Hey, what's your name?
Geez, I'm so out of touch, you know. I have no idea what you've been doing or anything.
Well, after the Navy, I started a construction outfit. I lost that business and a couple others along the way. Now I'm a ground foreman for a big contractor in the city.
So how was it you managed to keep your hair?
Lucky, I guess.
You been married long?
Second time. You?
My wife died. Haven't been able to find anyone else.
Plenty of those around. Just gotta look. Kids?
Yep, 2, daughter and a son.
How old's your boy?
Tommy's 10. No, he's 11.
It's about the same age you and I were when we stole old man Milton's pocketwatch.
Yeah.
I can see him now laying up in that barber chair with a towel over his fat face.
Perfect setup, wasn't it?
You distracted Sean, and I lifted that pocketwatch right out of his vest pocket. Got away clean.
God, it was beautiful, wasn't it? I mean, it was all solid gold engraved and that long gold fob on it. And you and I sat there for hours staring at the damn thing.
Thought we'd get caught if we pawned it. And then we buried it in an old coffee can out in the park.
Our time capsule.
Our secret.
Dr. Westphal, I have these lab reports for you.
Can it wait, Elliot?
And I thought you might want to see this.
Okay, thank you, Elliot.
Yes, sir.
Big man, St. Allegius. Something wrong?
Ryan's lab reports. It's what I suspected when you brought him in, George. I don't want you to panic. Your boy has diabetes.
Still don't remember me?
Sorry.
I visited you on the day you were artificially inseminated. I left you a savings bond.
Oh, yeah. My husband and I could never figure out why.
It's hospital policy. Every 100th patient gets a share of America. What'd the ultrasound show?
Melissa, you and the baby are going to be fine. But you went into false labor. I'd like to keep you for another day or two.
How dilated is the cervix?
Sometimes false labor can trigger the real thing.
Oh, no.
That's nothing to worry about.
Can I see you in the hallway?
Sure. I'll be right back.
Somehow I knew you'd say that.
I looked in the chart and her records, and I didn't see your name associated with this case anywhere.
My involvement with the Tillmans is confidential.
Come on, Fisk, it's the truth.
Leno!
Beat it, Elliot.
Yeah, just lay down.
Get out.
Okay.
Nine months ago, I was engaged to be married. But that's not important. Caldwell had just gotten AIDS. But that's not important. I had my semen freeze-dried for posterity. Left it in the sperm bank.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
By mistake, it got inseminated.
And Mrs. Tillman.
Yep. Ever since I died, I've had this amorphous memory of talking to the mirror about things I hadn't done yet. Having a child. You've got a family. You take it for granted. But I'm not even close to being married now. And the next time I die, I'm afraid it's going to be forever. So this child may be my only legacy.
Powerful stuff.
You understand my crisis?
No, I'm talking about your protein.
Huh?
Mrs. Tillman. She's gonna have twins.
That hurt?
No.
Police dog got you pretty good. Doberman. Okay, we'll just have to wrap this all over again. The ER report from last night said you got injured trying to rob a liquor store. The other guy they brought in with you got shot in the throat.
You know what happened to him?
Nope, only that he was taken in for surgery. Guess you'll get a couple of months in a juvenile detention center for this, huh? You know, when I was 14, I was running for student council, trying out for the cross-country team. Never mind.
You robbed a liquor store?
Yeah,
What are they gonna do to you?
nothing.
I'd be scared.
Figures.
Can I ask you another question?
No.
Get in bed, son. Ryan, we have to talk. Ryan, that was very...
Hang in there.
Carol. Nice name.
A bone scan will help us locate the source of your infection. What do you listen to on that thing?
The classics.
Beethoven? Mozart?
And Beastie Boys.
Well, listen, you just lie there and don't move, okay? Once the radioactive dye's been absorbed by your bones, then someone will be here to take you down for a scan. And then I'll meet you in a few hours, once you're finished, okay?
Do you have that deal where if a kid finds out that he's really sick, he can get what he wants most?
Yes, we have a Grant a Dream program.
Good.
Under the B9.
I don't have time for all this.
Nonsense. You paid your buck.
Monsignor Doc, you're Director of Medical Operations for the Archdiocese. You've got to be able to help us.
Under the N. 33.
Church built our hospital. I can't fathom you'd let it fall into the wrong hand.
We sold it to the city. What could be worse than that? Made a pretty penny, too.
I'm trying to patch together a quilted consortium, if you will, of all the religious leaders of the area. To get them to put pressure on their denominations to come through with large denominations.
Under the O, 69.
Can I count on you, Monsignor?
You don't have a prayer. I've been raising money for the Catholic Church for 40 years now. I come back here every week where I began, raising nickels and dimes. Frankly, Dr. Aushlander, the charitable climate has become so complex. What with the new tax reforms and the severe drop in the church's enrollment, I'm sorry. I just can't help you out.
Our hospital was named after one of your saints. How will he feel looking down from heaven when the place is converted into condos for yuppies?
You know, I remember attending the original dedication ceremonies. You think there's life in the old gal yet, huh?
Absolutely, but what's more important is we can't take the risk of finding out if I'm wrong.
I-19. I'll talk to the Cardinal.
Bingo.
Well, it's a start.
No, I win. Bingo.
This is what a syringe looks like.
How long will that take the shots?
Rest of your life.
Do you get used to it?
Yeah, after a while. Look, what I want you to do now is practice, all right? Now, pretend this is your thigh. You put the needle in quickly. Just like that. Pull the plunger. Make sure there's no blood in there. Then you push the plunger all the way down. Pull the needle out. That's it.
What if I don't have the shots?
Ryan, diabetes is a very dangerous disease unless you take these treatments.
I won't be able to.
Plenty of time. There's no rush. Come on, give it a try, Tiger. I'll see you later. Damn it, Donald. Georgie's going to be fine. We stabilize his blood sugar. As soon as we can teach him how to give himself those insulin injections, you can take him home. Baby boy. Look, why don't we go out and have a beer later? Something to eat, all right? On me. That's a good idea. I'll call away.
I know how to drive a car.
Okay, off you go.
See you, Carol.
See you, Alice.
Okay, lights out. The show's over. You get some sleep. It'll all be over tomorrow. Okay? Good night. And I mean it.
I think Carol's into me. What you doing, Rye Bread?
Prayers?
Kidding.
No.
Who do you pray for?
My parents, my brothers and sisters, and our dog.
Who comes first?
What do you mean?
When you say, God bless so-and-so, who comes first?
I don't know. Mom, I guess.
I mean you love her the most?
No.
Why she come first?
Just us.
My mom would have to come first. She and I are the only people in our family.
If I prayed, it'd be for myself.
What about your family?
Never knew. Foster kid.
I could pray for Carol to come in here tonight, pull off her clothes. Couldn't you imagine her naked?
That's not what prayers are for.
Who says?
For other people. I'll say one for you.
Henry's gotta be around here someplace. I'm gonna go find him.
And they wheeled me into X-ray. I saw this room with an enormous machine. Like Star Trek. It was so cool. I'm gonna see what it was.
God bless everyone.
This is dumb. It's cold and I'm hungry.
4, 5,
Let's go have dinner, huh?
7, 8, 9, 10. 10 paces from the oak tree.
No, George, it was 5 paces.
All right, fine. You dig there, I'll dig here. We planned to dig up this time capsule again when we were old. I guess we qualified. Ryan, poor kid. Think he'll make it to our age?
Sure he will. Look, George, diabetes is a serious disease, but it's controllable. Doesn't have to destroy the quality of Ryan's life. Look, what if the cops come? We're defacing public property.
You certainly haven't changed. Start digging.
You always were fearless. Remember you jumping between those subway tracks, catching rats? And those postcards?
Fresh from Paris, France. Always took care of my Donny boy, didn't I?
I was always afraid of going to hell.
Now, the McCabe's one had you believing in damnation.
You know, all I really want to do right now is go to dinner.
Shut up and start digging. Rats.
We'll let the new owners exterminate them.
No, I'm looking for an x-ray of a hand, a kid, Michael Skelton.
These here?
Well, these first-year students never put anything back where it belongs. That's strange.
What?
It's supposed to be an x-ray of a teen.
Yeah?
Growth plates are closed, bones in the wrists are calcified. I got a 14-year-old kid with a 17-year-old hand.
Mr. Tillman?
Yes?
I'm Dr. Fiscus. I'd like to do an examination.
Is there a problem?
He's the one that's been bothering you, Frank.
I just have some questions. Has she been smoking, taking drugs, drinking coffee?
Listen, pal, Dr. Morrison knows those answers. We're not irresponsible people.
Heartbeats are strong.
You have any idea how difficult it's been for us to reach this point? The frustration, humiliation.
They're kicking.
We've used up our life savings on this one roll of the dice.
Oh, man.
You come hovering around here uninvited. You're not our doctor. You're not our family. Okay, that's it.
Stop it, Frank.
Get away from my wife.
Not my new crown.
She saw us?
If she did, she would have screamed. Come on, let's get back to work.
I'm ahead of a hospital, for Pete's sake. How's this gonna look?
Bad. Very bad. But at least we won't have Father McCabe to haunt our souls.
You know, he came to the hospital a couple months ago.
You know, I could never understand the fascination he held for you. Sitting in that confessional, claustrophobic, breathing in his drunken breath and stinking clothes. Who could respect that?
George, I can't believe you're still teed off at me.
What?
For confessing what we did to Nelson.
Wait a minute, I'm not still teed off.
Look, after we stole his watch, I had to tell someone, all right? I wanted Father McCabe to absolve me of that sin.
And in return for that, he made you a doctor.
That's stupid.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was 5 paces. From that point on, he looked at me as if I was scum, because I wouldn't go to his lousy confessional, get on my knees, and beg his blessing. Hey! Pay dirt!
Copy of the Globe. Photo of the two of us.
PE Day.
Yep. Tooth?
Oh, yeah. My brother Larry's. They knocked it out in a snowball fight, remember?
Yep. Frankie Frisch. Wonder how much that's worth. And that's all.
Wait, what do you mean, that's all? What happened to old man Knowlton's pocket watch?
No, it's not there.
Well, I know it's not there. Where the hell is it?
George, I never had the guts to tell you that, after I confessed, Father McCabe and I came over here and we dug up the capsule and we gave the watch back to Knowlton.
You always were a goody two-shoes.
Happy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Thought I'd find Henry someplace. He was shot when we knocked over the liquor store.
Look.
Lucy and Ehrlich. I tell you, they eloped. That's a couple. I mean, Lucy's hard enough to deal with, but having Ehrlich as a husband? Then again, the way things are going, their marriage will probably last 1,000,000 years.
Just a little closer.
I really didn't think we'd meet this way.
I thought you'd enjoy seeing our medical complex in Newburgh, New York. Just 45 minutes in the corporate jet. Wish I could come back there, but we need a co-pilot, and I enjoy taking the stick.
Don't worry about me.
Feel free to move about the cabin. Now, I understand you want us to buy a hospital.
St. Allegius.
Dumb.
Yes, well, my thinking was that a health maintenance organization like yours could operate St. Allegius very profitably.
The Magna Fujiyama network isn't looking for more outlets right now.
I assure you, in purchasing St. Allegius, you'll be acquiring top-notch medical personnel, including myself. And you'd be serving a community sorely in need.
You know what medicine is, Dr. Craig?
Sure. Big ticket. Starts before you're born and is there when you die. And that means money. Millions of dollars a day. Demand never dries up. I think the key is efficiency.
And the key to efficiency is throwing out what isn't working. We'd have to make some major changes.
Well, we're a team at St. Allegius.
You'd be a wise choice to head to hospital.
When do you think you can make your final decision?
Better take your seat. We're heading for some turbulence.
Nice jet.
Want to see what this baby can do?
No.
Hang on.
Hi. We got your bone scan back. Shows a small infection in the bone in your arm. Should be fine. We just need to do what they call a biopsy. Make a small cut, take a sample of bone, find out what kind of drugs we need to use to fight the infection. I called your mom and told her. She's coming to see you this evening. I'll come by later to take you down for the biopsy, okay?
You really missed it. She's got some...
Who cares?
What's your problem?
Finished. I'm gonna die, I know it.
Have a seat up here.
You're back.
What's wrong with it?
No, you've returned. I'm off.
Yeah, I'm not feeling too well myself. I bought Boomer some lunch. Then he got beat to go deliver some twins, so I had to finish both meals myself.
What?
Hey, I'm not going to let a 335 tuna casserole go begging.
No, the twins. Did you happen to catch a name?
Oh, I don't know, Pillman, Dillman. I didn't catch the name.
Hey, shoot. Finish that up for me, will you?
Marcus coming back today?
Afraid not.
Put him in another room?
Mm-hmm.
Where? We'll go see him.
You can't. It's off limits.
He's lying.
Where'd they move him?
Maybe he goes somewhere else after surgery. Like Henry.
Marcus is dead. No way. She didn't say Marcus was dead. Didn't say he was alive either.
Doing great, honey. Come on, 15 more seconds and you're out of it. Melissa, watch the fetal monitor. Watch the monitor. You see, you're almost finished.
I can't take the pain anymore.
Sure you can. Sure you can. Come on, we're almost there. All right, now you're finished. Take your cleansing breath.
Baby's heart rate is accelerating.
Fiscus, get him out of here. Come on. Come with me. Hey, where the hell are you going? We're miles away from delivery. I'll be right back. You were close to medical history. You were going to be the first doctor to be sued for malpractice by a patient he never treated.
I know I can't tell the Tillmans why I care so much. I just want to make sure my children are fine.
In here. Give me the ID. Huh? The ID. Until these babies are born, you were a civilian.
Come on.
You're not acting like a doctor. Why should you be treated like one? Give me the belt.
Hi.
Very good. All right, now it's time for the real thing. Don't be afraid.
How you doing?
I don't know. I ain't a doctor.
Yeah, you ain't a lot of things. Like 14. See, I could tell by your x-rays. So, how old are you? 17? 18?
Don't turn me in.
Why'd you lie?
I had to tell the cops I'm underage. They find out I'm 17, they'll put me on trial for felony as an adult. Not a kid. I don't want to go to jail.
You should have thought about that before you robbed that liquor store.
Please, don't tell anybody. Just give me a break.
You're gonna have to take the responsibility for yourself sometime.
Please.
Can't always claim you're a kid. Expect to get off scot-free.
I can't.
I know it's scary, but give it a chance. Relax. You'll be all right.
No. Leave me alone. What?
Are you all right?
No.
What's the matter?
Cancer. I'm filled with cancer.
I see.
I'm a dead man.
People who have cancer don't always die from it.
Well, I got it real bad.
You can't give up. No matter how tough the fight, hope is still our greatest weapon against the disease. I have cancer, too.
You do?
Cancer of the liver. Where's yours?
It started in my arm. And then it must have spread. To there. My Murphy.
Penis?
Last night when I was sleeping, white stuff leaked out of me. I don't want to die.
Did you have a dream last night? About a sexual encounter, perhaps?
A what?
Something about a woman.
Kind of.
And my guess, based on dim memory, is that you had a nocturnal emission, otherwise known as a wet dream.
That anything like cancer?
Not in the least. The start of something bigger and much better. Your sexual awakening. The hormonal springtime, a vital part of puberty. You became aroused by the dream. And your body responded to the feeling of pleasure by having an orgasm. The white stuff was full of sperm.
Wow.
Does that explain things?
Guess so.
This is only the beginning. Welcome to manhood.
Thanks.
Well then, now let's get you back to your room. I wish I could cure my cancer as easily.
Jack? Some bad news for you. Nick Motes, he's been released from prison.
What?
Yeah, the parole board decided that he's recognized his guilt, his homosexuality, and they feel he's reformed. And after the incident, Motes claims that he's found God.
Where is he?
Somewhere on the streets.
What is wrong with this country? Can't the system protect innocent people? So much for justice. What am I going to do?
Helen, any coffee?
Decaf.
Great. Lost my marbles.
Well, everyone feels stress from time to time. Hide out in here as long as you want.
No. 1935. My best Aggie, George Deaton, beat me out of it cheating at keepsies. He always had the upper hand. After the fire that killed my family, Pop and I moved into the Deaton apartment. And George and I always shared the same room for the same bed. A year, and always in trouble together.
Yeah. Kids need the opportunity to mess up. You know, we tell them to learn from us, but they can't. They have to make their own mistakes.
Yeah, well, then, see, my conscience started to emerge, right? Always had that streak of morality in me. And, well, it's Father McCabe who really put a fire to it. But that never happened to George. So I had to decide between what my sense of right was and my blood brother. And he felt I betrayed him. Because I love that guy. And I hurt him. I'd like to make things up with him, but I don't suppose it'd make any difference, would it?
Marcy and I are finally beginning to understand one another. Took a real crisis and several pounds of chocolate, but next time you see your friend, tell him how you feel.
Glad he's gone. You know, with that kind of tobacco consumption, he's not going to see the baby's graduation. Why do men give out stogies anyway? No one smokes anymore. Did I tell you I was going to have twins? Twice. Used to be everything was up in the air until game day. But now with amnios and sonograms, there's a lot less mystery. Always wanted to be a father. And play third base for the Bo Sox. But I know my time's past. And besides, they got Boggs for at least a generation. My kids will be next. Yeah. Teach them to keep their head down for ground balls, hit inside curves.
It's a boy, Captain Walker. It's a boy.
Hey, all right. Congratulations. So who do I celebrate with?
Hope Marcus isn't here.
Come here.
I wonder what it's like being dead.
Told him not to carry a gun.
Oh.
All of a sudden, the guy in the liquor store's pulling the gun. And then he fires. And Henry fires. There's Henry. And he's lying in a pool of blood. Twitching and making these noises. He's my friend.
Ah, Daniel. I've been looking all over for you.
As I have for you. How'd your meeting go?
Promising. Yours?
Hopeful, I think.
What's your plan?
I'm sure yours is better.
No. You first.
I'd rather not.
Me neither.
Fine.
Then to hell with you.
Hi.
Can I take Ryan home?
Well, his lab tests are looking better, and blood sugar's leveled out. Doesn't seem to show any adverse effects from the insulin, so as long as you stay close to a family doctor, he's all yours.
In summer, we used to come back by this hospital on the way home from Fenway, remember?
Exhausted from all that hollering. Yeah, we felt we'd been part of something. Good days.
Friendships are rare, you know. Never had one like ours.
No, neither have I.
You know, we ought to plan to get together every now and then.
Okay, good.
Old times?
Yeah, sure. Sounds good to me.
I'll call. Leb, you call. Whichever. Terrific. Take care, Don.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Dr. Fiskus, wait up. I'd like to have a word with you. Look, Melissa and the kids, they're doing fine.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm sorry I punched you yesterday. And Dr. Morrison told me the reason for your stupid behavior.
It's fine. I realize the children aren't mine. I accept reality. Now, leave me alone.
Look, when we found out we couldn't have kids, and it was my fault, I hit some man where he lives.
It's so hard accepting someone else, father of your children. But you did us an extraordinary favor. And I'll be grateful to you forever. But I can't live my life wondering if you're standing in the dark looking through the bushes at the babies. I need your word you won't ever try to see them.
I promise.
Well, then come with me.
Come on, Rye Crisp. Jam that baby in.
2. Hey, Mike, where are you going?
Leaving the kiddie ward.
Why?
I don't belong here. I'm 17. I'm supposed to be an adult. Henry will never get any older.
Come on. Give yourself the old spike. Wait a minute.
You can do it.
It's gonna hurt.
Gotta grow up.
Look, I'll scream for you, all right? Push the stuff in. Right, man? You can do this solo. Wicked. No problem.
Meet Darcy Tillman. And Kyle Tillman.
You're beautiful.
Wait, I'm not finished. This is C.J. Tillman.
Patrick. A few months ago, I was shot. Almost never opened my eyes. And when I did, all I saw was a dead world. People discarded like trash on the streets, friends grown bitter and strung out on drugs, the ER overflowing and under financial pressure to cut back. I lost hope. Became as negative as the world around me. But now I'm beginning to see I was given a second chance at life so that I could participate. Add, not subtract. Tinker, to Evers, to Chance. Wow.